Hi everyone, this is Ursula. Today I'll be presenting and talking about big data Coegil case study for the Capstone project. So Coegil is a data science platform which operates in a very large total addressable market of around $140.9 billion, which is forecasted to grow by 30% till year 2024. So it is operating in a market which is very much dominated by certain players, as mentioned in this Gartner quadrant. They cannot be seen anywhere, and this is the problem we're trying to address: is to get them at least into a visible landscape where they can compete. So the Coegil is operating in the area of data science with the platform that they're offering, which is managed services, and with professional services. But they need to now go into a direction of having certain IP of their own, so that they can compete in a space which is being offered by others. They don't have an industry focus, so they need to also focus in certain industries so that they can have a value proposition. Similarly, they don't have any niche business use cases through their platform that they can offer to the customers, which are already pre-ready templates. So if they can focus in this area, that'll be great. Plus, currently they're only in North America. They need to also focus in operating in high growth markets if they are to scale and grow. Coeagle has certain strengths and weaknesses. Primarily, the strength is they already have an established platform with a technical team. And their prime weaknesses, they don't have a strong partner ecosystem and they don't have a domain depth. They have a lot of opportunities to be in, which is like focusing on business verticals and business domains and building their own IP. So if they can focus on that, the threats that they face is, of course, there are already established players out there who have a head start against Coeagle. Now, the problem that we're trying to address is the first and foremost is they need to focus on the industry vertical, right? And financial services is a good space to be in. Within financial services, there are certain business use cases that they can adopt and build into their platform and offer to their customers as a pre-built template, namely in financial reconciliation, operational and performance analytics, financial crime and compliance, risk and profitability management, and sales and marketing. Now, for them to expand into new markets, they can, of course, go out on their own. They can partner with other players who are already there, who can give them that competitive edge, or they can also reach out to certain fintechs who require a platform like theirs, especially in the markets, in high growth markets. And of course, partnering with the certain cloud players also is required for them because they need to operate in certain jurisdictions, and this can only be done through established players who have a cloud presence. Now, what are the entries, barrier to entries? So Coegal has already covered one of the barriers, which is the technology setup. So they have their own platform. They've already covered the innovation side, but this is a constant innovation that needs to keep on happening. I think from the domain centric perspective, they are not there yet. They need to focus on certain business and industry verticals. If they're able to do that, then they will have this value and competitive edge. Similarly, compliance and security is a very big, important area. So this needs to be addressed. From what we see, their platform currently is just generic. And so they need to focus on certain compliance and security aspects, especially in regulated markets that they want to operate in. Now, for them to sustain and scale, they need to introduce new revenue streams. They need to have a referral and reselling model with their partners. And of course, if they're to scale and expand, they need to have an OpEx model where they can have different cloud players hosting their platform, and they can then scale up that based on that. And of course, mergers and acquisition is an important area. I think that's the direction that Coegil will be heading towards once they have addressed some of their challenges around the segments that they operate and have a value proposition. Now, what goes beyond? So Coegal can also focus on introducing some AI-based practices into their platform, which is like pre-made, ready to go. They also need to understand that the edge computing is going to be generating a lot of data. So if they can focus on that, that'd be great. Any business which is not sustainable going forward is not a business to be in, or is not going to be a healthy business. So sustainability is an important factor that they need to address. And while a business grows, it needs to address all the data privacy, data security, the purpose for the data that is being processed. All these aspects need to be addressed as part of the ethics that is around the business. Thank you so very much.